Is it South Central? It's sick. It is sick. I don't know who I'm calling. All I said is, may I have
Ma'am,
your, yes.
how can we help you?
May I have your name?
Cassandra Jackson.
Are you a police?
No, I'm a public service officer.
Okay. I have a question. I think I need to speak with the police.
Okay, I don't have any officers up here right now. Do you want to call back? It's just me up here right now.
Okay. Well, I'll try another police department. This happens routinely when there's something significant going on. I can't get a hold of police officers.
I can to 911 and they can get an officer to you, or you can talk to one.
They don't take reports. I mean, people keep consistently getting allowed to tamper with evidence, commit felonies over and over, and get away with it. It's probably 70 something reports now not investigated. I went to the FBI trying to report it.
I'll contact another station so you can talk to an officer.
Yeah, let's see if I can get through. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. This is police headquarters. This is the most corrupt place out of them all. They just won't answer. They're so corrupt, they wanted to take me to jail for reporting identity theft and would not let me report it, period. They didn't answer. Let me try another one.
Oh, Sharon speaking.
Hello, your name's Sharon?
Yes.
Okay, and this is Central Patrol?
Yes, it is.
Okay, are you police?
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Can I speak with the police?
I don't have one in the office.
You don't have one in the office. Do you have a sergeant?
He stepped away from his desk.
Oh, snap. Okay. Well, are you able to look up reports?
Yeah, you got a case number?
Yes, let me get it for you. What's going on is I'm not able to get legal representation even trying to pay. The legal aids denied me service, and people with security was intervening at multiple locations. Multiple different legal aids denied me services, and even trying to pay for an attorney, there's games. And conspiracy to violate civil rights is a crime that I reported to the state, this police department. So even trying to pay an attorney, I'm having a lot of difficulty. So I'm trying to figure out, get the police department to investigate why multiple different parties are denying me services. I think it may have something to do with why police were there trying to interrupt me from speaking with AT&T, and why none of my providers will investigate the strange issues going on with my phone. Because I've called organizations all over the United States, and they've been playing games, denying me services, and not returning my call. I've ventured out to multiple different churches for help, to get education on the law, and the churches have been playing games too, all of them, to current. They will not help me in their churches. I've been in church a long time, and I've never seen churches behave in this manner. It's like someone is contacting these people and enticing them to deny services and any assistance for me to escape this abuse. But let me go ahead. I reported a while back that Genesis was denying me services to Central Patrol, and I wanted them to investigate to see why so many organizations and people, I think it may be something pertaining to why I was drugged out of IBOC Church, begging for my life. The preacher ducked and dodged me, and I told him my life was in jeopardy, and that was odd, and I was terrified. He buried my mom. So I don't understand why all of a sudden now, knowing who I was, that he would duck and dodge me, and I told him my life was in jeopardy and I had multiple false arrests. But all churches have been, police were there waiting at the Potter's house. And the Potter's house played games too. Now they're just, their police aren't there waiting, but every church I've been to kind of sabotages assistance. I mean, there's attorneys that attend the church. I'm sure that they can give me legal advice or just something, any education, because trying to pay one, they play games too. So let me give you that report number. Okay, that report number is 217-539-2021. Right.
Okay.
So what is suspicious is I put an ad in a paper trying to get an attorney, and not one person has called me back.
Okay, so you made this report back in December.
Right.
Okay.
So maybe my abuser is having someone calling around, but some kind of way you want to investigate him. He says that he's innocent, but everything that I try to do to protect myself from him, I'm railroaded and prevented from getting assistance. Some kind of way I've slipped through the cracks like 70 something times with you guys, because it must be like 70 something reports now, if not more. Because here's a pattern. It was so bad in the past, I would even get sabotage and denied services shopping. I had to just go ahead, and because I didn't think people would believe my experience shopping, it was incredible, even at grocery stores. So I just had to leave that alone and not talk about that. But I would go into 7-Eleven and multiple different stores and restaurants, and they would tell me to get out upon my arrival, people that I've never met before. And I wanted you guys to look at the camera footage because it was a pattern. Why when I walk in stores would they tell me to get out and were rude, and I was already fighting for my life? And I was homeless, living in the streets, and when I venture out to finally get food, and then they tell me to get out on the bus. So then after that got old and I did the reports, then they started scheming and lying. Mm-hmm. Now, why would strangers lie on me to prevent me from getting service, just purchasing food and causing conflict? I would get threatened.
But I don't know why.
I would get threatened on the bus from strangers and degraded in front of a lot of people, strangers, in front of everybody. And our police have multiple different reports and won't investigate it. Threatened routinely. But here's the thing. I have like close to 70 something reports. What is going on with that report? Because that's a lot of evidence. And then when I told him all about the evidence, he wanted to talk about multiple criminal trespasses. So if he wanted to, emphasize the multiple criminal trespasses, and I've had guns pulled on me and all this chaos, I almost got ran over by a bus. Is the police department behind why I can't get services? Because
no, I don't think so.
Okay, well, what happened with that report when I reported to him that I had multiple places denying me services and conspiracy to violate civil rights is a crime? I don't understand why I put in the ad in the paper to get representation and no one has called me back. In each place I go, if security isn't removing me, they're denying me services. So what happened with that report that I just gave you?
This report here is a miscellaneous incident report. And then in this report, it stated that you had an issue with Garland PD.
Oh, so they tamper with evidence? Again?
You want me to read the report?
Yeah, because I told him that I went into Genesis and Genesis scheme, so I couldn't get assistance with them like every other organization since I've been in this. And then I tried to go to churches because I thought that they would have more integrity. And ever since I got drug out of IBOC, the churches just don't want to be involved. They'll tell me that they'll give me assistance and play games even to the current one. I have people from this organization that said that they were going to help and they're playing games blowing me off. So is someone contacting these organizations and telling them to mistreat me?
This report, the case number that you gave me does not say that at all.
Okay, let's see what it says.
It said on December the 2nd, about 11:15 a.m., the suspect walked into the central substation.
Suspect?
Yes, ma'am. That's why I'm reading the...
Okay, if I'm reporting something, I'm a suspect?
I'm just reading what this officer has typed out.
Okay, go ahead.
He said the suspect walks into the central substation wanting to know why the detective has not contacted her from a harassment offense that she stated she made in 2018. The suspect continually brought up an incident that occurred on Garland, and when the reporting officer informed her that to contact Garland PD, the suspect refused to contact Garland, claiming that her ex was blackballing her and the Dallas PD should investigate it. During the conversation, the suspect was recording the reporting officer on YouTube Live and made several claims that the officer refused to take various reports. The reporting officer, along with other personnel in the office, determined the suspect was a sight but not danger to herself or others. And that's it, ma'am. That's all it says.
Well, so here's the thing. If they would investigate this as something now 70-something reports, tamper with evidence is a felony. Hindering the case is a crime. So the police department has been getting away with multiple different crimes, and I believe that they're behind why I can't get representation. Because you don't lie repeatedly over and over, denying a person law enforcement, and they're getting ran off the road, arresting me for trying to do a report that this bus driver's behavior was inappropriate, and then arresting me and taking me to jail where I almost died and got violated there too. People don't, I mean, they would never believe what I experienced in jail, how I get threatened, mistreated by staff. In almost every situation where I was in jail, even in hospitals, I get threatened. I believe it was set up. I have done a complaint at multiple different locations, and all the staff do is cover for it, even at the hospitals. Why am I consistently getting threatened if it's not prearranged? At every situation, shelter, hospital, even at some hotel stays, it was chaos. And these people are just blatantly lying on me with chaos. Why would so many parties do that? I believe that I'm targeted, and I tried to inform internal affairs of that, and they made me leave. So I don't know why the police would lie. And then when I reported, why won't they investigate all these extreme events? And then he wanted to tell me most of those reports were criminal trespasses. That's tampering with evidence. Why would he want to emphasize that? And I'm getting ran off the roads, guns pulled on me, identity theft, pickpocketed, robberies, attacks, cars speeding up like they're going to hit me on camera. Most of this stuff was on camera footage. That's the good part about it. That not only it was on camera footage, cars speeding up at more than one location.
I don't know, ma'am. We don't have anything to do with half of the stuff that you're saying.
Okay, well then, I just need to compile enough evidence to the situation changes. I think it's curious why I can't get a representation. I believe that someone is calling behind me and abusing power to have these multiple different organizations and different people deny me services. You have to see it to believe it. I wouldn't believe it either. I think that I was being watched and stopped by the government. They saw that I was begging for my life at Abach, drugged me out of the church, threw me outside on the concrete, then bullied me walking to the bus stop. I tried to come back, enticed Abach to give me a criminal trespass from the church that I haven't been attending for a long time. Off and on, because I moved around. So they enticed Abach to give me a criminal trespass so I wouldn't have a support system in this chaos. No, why would you give someone a criminal trespass from begging for their life and feeling that they're in jeopardy? Their life is in jeopardy.
Right. You would have to talk to the people at iBox about that.
They're not returning my calls, no, because if I was assaulted, drug out of a church, and thrown out on the concrete, police investigate things like that. Right. You need to investigate why iBox thought it was a threat for me to report my life is in jeopardy in multiple false arrests. And why did they have it on the mic looking like they were from a secret service or something? I've been attended that church for a long time, and police and security wasn't guarding it like that until I started attending it after this chaos. It was more like they were guarding me to make sure I didn't talk, to keep their abuse and corruption going on. Mm-hmm. And the evidence of that is whoever that was attending that church drugged me out of it for begging for my life. So I don't understand why the police thinks I need to talk to IBOC instead of investigating why I got violated at a church service and multiple other locations. But I mean, they used to come in person when they came to New Beginnings and arrested me there and assaulted me there.
I don't know, man. I really don't.
Okay, well, I need to figure it out because these are crimes, even if the government is involved in them. But okay, ma'am, I need to get started for work.
All right. Well, you try to have a good day today.
You too.